together, wait for a microphone. Start with Wes.
Felix, with some of those, getting more of those lobs tonight with you and Jacoby and some of the other guys, how much of that has been an emphasis, and how good is it to kind of get that part of the offense going again, with the new guards here?
Something we work on practice every day. I think, me and Jacoby, we try to get our connection. I feel like we have a good connection. It's just, in games, it's just him just trusting me. Because, last year, not to bring up last year, but, last year me and Sakai had a good connection, and he knew if he put it up, I was going to go get it. So it was a point of emphasis, just trusting. And I'm going to be there, I'm going to do my job, and he's going to do his job.
So back right, then Ben, then Ron.
Felix, you had 20 points tonight. How's your confidence grown in these last few weeks?
It's definitely, it's grown a lot. Also, coach been challenging me in practice, and I just feel like anytime I go out there and do my job, everything's gonna work out. I ain't really worried about points, to be honest. I'm just there doing my job and playing defense. I feel like the offense is always gonna find me.
Just talked about how he feels like your focus has really been high the last 2 weeks. Would you agree with that? And why do you feel like your focus has maybe gone a little bit higher lately?
I just sitting on the bench, really. When you sit on that bench, it really makes you think about a lot of stuff and ways how you could just improve and be better. He even told me, until you start being more dialed in, you're going to sit over there. And I took that personal and got at it.
Jaylen, you talk about some of that self-reflection and ways you can be better. What's been the stuff that stood out to you?
Just playing with more energy, talking more on defense, and just being more engaged with my teammates. And just going after the boards more. That's what I'm good at and got to continue to get better at. So just doing everything and bringing more energy.
Mike and then Paige.
Felix, kind of on the lobs with Jacoby, how long does it take to build that connection? And I guess what goes into a lob that people might not notice in terms of the timing and the execution?
I would say, both parties got to do their job. I got to do a great job setting a good screen. He has to do a great job of reading the defense and just coming off it aggressive. Because he's just reading my man. My man Poole, I'm wide open. And if my man stay back, he got a shot. And I think for Kobe, he told me it's kind of new to throwing lobs because at his old school, he didn't really throw a lot of lobs. So it's just, we walked in a lot in the summer. We're still working in practice. Like I said, it's just about that trust factor.
Jaylen, Coach Barnes, after the game, was talking about Felix and just how he's one of the hardest workers on the team, especially in practice, and how much he just wants to be good. How much of that work ethic are you seeing in practice, and how does that elevate the team?
Yeah, I see it every day. Even playing last year, I can always tell. Playing him last year, I could tell he has a crazy work ethic, just the way he plays so hard. And yeah, seeing it every day. I go against him every day, so we're just getting each other better every day. So yeah, I see it every day.
Felix, how were JP's spirits after the game, and how important has he been to y'all's success early this season?
Man, JP has been terrific. It's just sad to see that happen. We there with we in the team. We there for him and cheering him on, and we just he's definitely did some good things for us in the past three games. I think right now we just gotta, be there by his side and also focus on the season.
Jaylen, Coach Lanier was in here and said it's hard today in basketball to have one good big man, and he said this team has 5 or 6. How much has that elevated your game since you got here to go against 5 or 6 good big men in practice every day?
Yeah, last year in practice, I wasn't really going up against a lot of guys like this, even tall guys, but now coming here and going up against these guys, it's been crazy for me, just, getting better over the limb and just going up against Felix, JP, Dwayne, and Cade. So we're all just making each other better. And I do stand on we're the best front court in the country for sure.
Thanks, everyone.